Greetings gamers, I'm Garvaus, welcome to Rogue Legacy 2, one of my favorite games of all time and one that I decided to make a let's play out of. If you've never seen this game before, you might be wondering what it is. Rogue Legacy, as its name suggests, is a roguelite game. Roguelike and roguelite games are generally more difficult than your average video game. In this one, your runs are randomized, meaning that each run you get a character with different traits, weapon, spell and talent, but you have consistent upgrades. So every time you get inside the castle, you gain gold either by opening chests or annihilating enemies. Then you can use that gold to acquire upgrades that'll benefit your future runs. Right now we're completing the tutorial. Nothing I'm not familiar with, I've played greatly on my own, but while I was playing through, something caught my attention which I thought is worth sharing. Immediately after you learn aerial recovery, if you come over here, then drop down and break a trick wall with your spell, you find a hidden room along with a memory fragment, an unknown journal number 5. With a note from an unknown character named Jay that reads, "I wish I was a better person. I'm sorry." I have no idea what this means. I'd read all the journals throughout the tutorial, which explains two unknown individuals called J and Z are about to attack the castle with a group of people, and that's it. One final note before we enter the castle, I used house rules to make the game even more difficult than it already is. So enemy health and enemy damage are set to 125% and 115% respectively. Now hopefully I didn't talk your ear off. From now on, I'll only speak occasionally if lore needs to be read or something important needs to be pointed out. Thank you for watching, and if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. So we just found a silver chest, and inside was the leather weapon blueprint, along with some iron bars. I'm not sure what this currency is called, to be honest. I'm just gonna call it iron for now. Anyway, the blueprints are great because then you can give them to a NPC who's a blacksmith, and for some iron bars, he'll make the armor piece or weapon for you, which benefits your character greatly. What we're about to enter is a challenge room which rewards you if you annihilate waves of enemies, or in this case a couple of mini-bosses. What I do here is called a perfect block, and the way it works is, as a knight, we have access to knight's talent called shield block, which makes it so if you block an attack right before it hits you, it counts as a perfect block, prevents all damage, and applies a debuff to nearby enemies. If you miss it like this, it doesn't apply the debuff and only prevents some of the damage. After you complete a challenge room, your first reward is to choose between either the Blessing of Life, which makes you take some damage but increases your maximum health, or you can go ahead and consume Nectar, which restores some of your health and most of your mana, and since I'm slightly damaged, I'm gonna do just that. Your second reward is to choose between two relics. Relics are upgrades for this run and this run only, and you have to give up some resolve to acquire them. You can see how much resolve the relic costs here and how much resolve you currently have here. It's important to not go below 100% resolve, because once you do, you start to lose maximum health. Finally, your third reward is a gold chest, full of goodies. If you're wondering what this is, it's an heirloom challenge. Heirlooms are permanent upgrades, meaning that once acquired, your current and all of your future characters will have them. They're given to you as a reward for completing their challenge, and this one is the Power of Empathy, which enables you to interact with memory fragments. The challenge itself isn't particularly difficult. You'll learn that you can spin kick off of many things, even enemies, environmental hazards, and obstacles. You then learn about nightmares, corrupted memory fragments that attack with a projectile when the player attacks or casts a spell near them. However, with the newly acquired Power of Empathy, we can calm them down, effectively turning them off for a short period of time. Once you've done all of that, along with some platforming, you're rewarded the heirloom and can continue your run. Here we find the second heirloom of the Citadel, which is called the Power of Momentum, and enables you to dash mid-air. It's an incredibly powerful upgrade, and very much like the previous heirloom, its challenge isn't that difficult. The entire challenge is attempting to teach you how to use dash mid-air in different situations in a short time. It's over before you even realize it, and once you complete it, you're rewarded with the Power of Momentum. This is a different kind of challenge room. Its challenge being that I have to lose no health while I'm trying to get to the fairy chest on the other side of the room, which I can do with no problem. Now inside the fairy chest we find a rune. Runes are similar to blueprints. You can visit another NPC called Enchantress and she'll make the runes for you in exchange for some of this weird currency, which then you can equip. Because we have the Power of Empathy, we can now read Lamech's memory fragment and learn about him a little bit more.
How many years has it been since we first came down here? 50 years? 100? 1,000? My patience is at its end. These scholars, They jump from one fancy to the next like they're the belle of the ball, just singing and dancing and never finishing anything they've started. They have taken our gifts of life and have abused it. These lackadaisical behavior must be brought to an end. They must be punished. Only through pain we can drive discovery. I've brought this up before, but the others never agreed with me. They never do. I'll bring it up once more the next, I'll bring it up once more at the next meeting, but this time, it will be different. I can feel it. Everyone's patience has a limit, and something tells me the 30th time will be the charm.
If you came across a room with multiple hanging lights like this, there is a trick wall on one side which you can break and enter a hidden room here. There is a couple of rooms on either side, but we're not interested in those. Climb the room to the top and you find yourself in a tower with a memory fragment on top and a nameless knight sitting next to it. Here we can read another memory fragment from Lamech.
The ceremony of return draws near, and I have yet to act on this rebellion. If I invaded the village, I could crush them before it even started. But that would only be a temporary solution. And attacking now would reveal my hand. I can stop the rebellion, but I will never discover which of the estuaries are on their side. There is only one solution to this conundrum. I shall let the ceremony continue as planned. During the chaos, the traitor will reveal themselves to me. I know it. I have a secret set of guards ready to double the security of the gates at the last possible moment. The peasants will be decimated on the bridge. As for the rebels that ambush us during the ceremony, I will take care of that. No tricks, no treachery. I will show the people the true difference between a serf and a lord. I will cut them down one by one and forever crush their morale. This is the only solution. Let them come.
In order to open the door to Lamech's fight, you have to spin kick into a dash into another spin kick, and the door will open. I hope you enjoy this almost perfect fight.
Thank you for putting Estuary Lamech to rest. Regardless of what he's done, he deserved the warrior's death.
And with that, we retire Sir Justin, first of his name. May he rest the rest of his days in peace. Once your character is either defeated or retired, you get to choose their heirs because their duty may be over, but their legacy is not. Heirs can be different classes, have different antiques, spells, and traits. For our next run, we're going to choose Sir Tommy. But Sir Tommy isn't going to stay a knight, because we can change his class to become an archer when we unlock archer for the very first time, and we're gonna do that now. We acquired almost 3,000 gold, so with that, we're gonna buy Universal Health Stare. Traits now give gold modifiers. Unlock Rangers and switch our class. Then Enchantress, Blacksmith, Mastery Rank, Training Dummy, and Mess Hall, which increases our maximum health. Unlock Mages, Valkyries, Study Hall, Arsenal, Living Safe, Barbarians, Meditation Studies, Architect, Foundry, and that's gonna be all of our gold. In the next episode, we will discover the dangers of Axis Mundi together, with the help of Sir Tommy the Ranger. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.